Howdy, folks. Law-abiding Minnesotan here with North Central MN Press. I know I bring you a lot of videos from the Crow Wing County Sheriff's Office, but I don't know why that is exactly. Maybe that the Sheriff's Office, we count on them so much for actual law enforcement, because these city police and state police just, you know, want to road pirate you and take your money. The Sheriff's Office is not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be going after actual criminal activity and not just violations of Minnesota statute, petty misdemeanors and stuff. The reason I'm here today is because I'm conducting a criminal investigation. I'm conducting a criminal investigation. They're not conducting a criminal investigation that I know of. I mean, maybe they are. We're going to find out if they are here in a minute. But I am investigating some criminal activity, and the criminal activity that I'm investigating is Minnesota Statute 609.505 Subdivision 1, false reporting. I'm going to go ahead and read this nice and slow for the people in here when I get in here. But there's a reason I'm doing this. I'd like to keep the reason kind of to myself right now, but there's a reason I'm doing this. Somebody I know very well was swatted recently. So we're going to go in and ask them what they think about false reporting and see if we can't get a copy of that incident report and the supplemental reports from good. Hey, Steph, how's it going? Good, good. I got to get like a little, you know, less invasive little body cam here or something, you know, like you guys use. Sheriff Klang around?
Let me see if he's available.
All right, thank you. All right.
I'm gonna text him, just give me a minute.
Okay, that's cool. I don't work today, so I got time.
Well, that's good.
Yep. I'm not here to investigate you guys today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm investigating somebody else, a non-public servant.
Give me a couple minutes.
You ever heard of swatting?
What?
Swatting?
No.
You haven't? It's where people call the cops and make a false report, and all of a sudden the victim of their, or the one being swatted, all of a sudden has like 24 freaking cop cars with lights on and guns drawn on them. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
Gotcha.
yeah, we got a swatter in the community. I got
Hey, what can I
a
do for you?
Sheriff Klang.
Yeah,
How we doing?
good.
Good. I just had a couple quick questions to ask you.
Are they quick?
They are quick.
Okay?
First of all, I'm wondering what you think of Minnesota Statute 609-505 Subdivision 1, false reporting.
It's violation. It's a law.
Yeah, crime, right? Criminal Code 609-505.
Sure.
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, how does that negatively affect you when people are calling in, making false reports?
It doesn't affect me personally at all.
It doesn't. Okay.
No.
Okay.
But if you're making a false report, obviously there would be issues with that.
Right. And I'm not here to report a crime right now, a false reporting. I just wondered, it's when a person didn't commit a crime and all of a sudden they got 7 cops showing up and the officer takes the action based on what a caller says and doesn't corroborate the caller's information. You can see how that would be bad for the person getting swatted and for the officer
Absolutely.
that goes there and
Usually vet those out, so.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I just wanted your quick opinion on false reporting. I personally can't stand it. I think if somebody makes a false police report, anyone makes a false police report, just so you know, I'm not here to investigate you guys. I don't think it's you guys this time. It's another guy that's not a public servant that I'm investigating right now. I'm not going to report it right now. I'm not reporting a crime because I don't know. I don't have any evidence yet. So that's what I came here to see if I could get an ICR, an incident report and supplemental reports for this incident number.
Okay.
Is that anything you have offhand, as long as there's no criminal investigations attached to the
Sure.
supplemental reports?
We'll look at that.
All right.
All right. I'll be right back with you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, we're taking a look for the, he's taking a look to see if he can release the incident report and the supplemental reports so that we can take a look at it, because we know what happened. So we're just checking to see if what the caller said happened is the same as what actually happened. You guys get my drift here? I think if anybody is convicted of false reporting, the penalty should be 3 times. 3 times what they're trying to pin on the swatting victim. Myself, can't stand swatting. Now, if there's actual criminal activity going on, I'm not, especially if it's causing harm to you or somebody you know or a family member. What's up, Chris? Don't you hate that? We're out here working our tails off to expose some of this criminal activity, and there's people out there making false police reports so that, they don't know which ones are true or which parts of which ones are true. We got to stop doing that as a people. We can't do that. You know what I mean? I mean, there's ratting. Ratting's one thing. That's when somebody actually did something and you call the police on them. That's bad enough. But when they did not commit a crime and you call the police on them, that is 3 times worse in my opinion. That can ruin lives. And yeah, somebody tried to pin one on somebody I know. They tried to pin an assault on him, somebody I know real well. And yep, now I'm here investigating. I now suspect him of false reporting. I have no evidence. That's what I came here to get, is the evidence of the false reporting. I'm going to go ahead and conduct this criminal investigation. These guys don't have to. I think I can do a little better job at investigating the criminal activity than they do. So, yeah, I guess if I find the evidence, maybe I'll hand it over to the county attorney to prosecute, or give it back to the, or give the evidence back to the sheriff and let him handle it. I guess I'm not sure what to do about it now. I just want that incident report and the supplemental reports to see exactly what the guy told him. And like I said, we know what happened. We have cameras, and hold things on video, and we'll see if our video matches the caller story. Thank you guys for joining us. Chris, I seen Christopher Real in the chat. You guys got to check out his channel. He's a real trooper, man. That guy, we hold some pet peeves in common, like road piracy and actual piracy. If you're out fishing for food on the lake, they'll actually pirate you out there. And most people think, all the pirates are off the west coast of Africa. Well, we got plenty of actual pirates right here on north central Minnesota. And so we kind of hold that in common. We don't like that road piracy. Otherwise, he does a great job at staying calm, I'd go check out his channel. Speaking of false reporting, Ralphie, what's up, man? Speaking of false reporting, Christopher Real, I believe, has been falsely reported on. I'm sure, haven't you, Chris? I'm sure you have. So go check out his channel, Christopher Real, Ralphie Boy. He's with Minnesota News Now.
It's not ready.
It's not ready.
We'll, as soon as the officer gets it done and he clears it, we'll have records sent it to you.
Oh, okay. You got the email and everything?
We got your email.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. Do you know, because usually you have how long to finish the report?
Well, it depends on his days off and stuff like that, but it shouldn't be that long.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know when he works next.
Sure. All right. Yeah, I'd appreciate getting that as soon as we can. Do you know if there's a criminal investigation pending, or do you know if this is gaining?
I don't know what it is even.
You don't know what it is? Okay.
I didn't look at it. I just looked at it and saw that it was still pending officers.
Okay.
Still doing some work.
Okay. So it probably hasn't been decided if it's going to get sent to the prosecutor. I don't know if he has to send it to the prosecutor or what. He's making it up as fast as he can. LOL, Ralphie boy. Also, did you receive the data request I submitted to you? Hey, Pinky. 3 weeks or so ago, I came in and I gave a written copy to Lieutenant Katzenberger up here a few weeks ago, and then I followed up with you via email a week or so.
You're working on that.
You're working on it, okay.
Yep.
Can
I've
you?
not forgotten about that.
No problem. I'll be patient. Would you just zip me an email saying that you received it and you're working on it, just so because it just doesn't look like nobody got back to me. Yeah. So if you just want to shoot me an email and just say you received it and you're working on it, I'll wait. I'm patient. You know what I mean? I'll wait for it. So that's a little bit more in depth than this one here. This is just a little incident report and the subs that go with it. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be too hard once that gets done.
Like I said, I didn't even look at the case on it.
The other one might be a little more complicated, and you have to decide what's public and what's ain't. But yeah, if you just want to shoot me an email saying you received it, and I'll give you beyond a reasonable amount of time to put it together. Just shoot me an email and let me.
I forgot about it.
Okay.
We're gathering that stuff.
Sure, and right, and maybe if you want to shoot me an email on this one too, saying, "Yep, we got you," we'll get you the reports too as soon as they come out if we can. So,
Yeah, it shouldn't be much longer.
Okay, I just don't like a bunch of stuff to pile up with you guys where all of a sudden I'm coming in, getting frustrated like 3-4 months later with couple 3-4 different issues with you. So we just clean this up as we go. Hey Tina, how are you doing? Good. How are you? Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know, I heard that the sheriff was out here with you, and I'm assuming you're probably asking about the last data request that you sent in. That's on my plate. It
Okay.
took us a while to get things figured out as to what I can
I heard you.
what I can't release.
I heard you got a new system, or like some kind of new system, don't you?
They're trying to create a one-stop shop so that you can put your data requests into that portal, and then that portal will forward it out to the appropriate parties
For the entire county,
for the entire county.
including the sheriff's office.
They're trying to get that set up. We still got to work out some
Sure,
of the details.
sure.
I gave some information information to another frequent requester about that.
Sure.
We're still trying to figure it out on our own.
Sure.
But I just wanted to take a little pressure off of Eric and let you know, Eric, this is the request that I told you that I have ready, that I just need to find time in my schedule to get it sent out.
Oh, cool. So you've been working on it already.
I've been talking to the people that I need to talk to see what I can and can't give. It won't necessarily be what you want to hear, but
That's-
I've got the information.
Yep.
And I'm the reason you don't have it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find time in my schedule.
No problem. I just never got an email saying that y'all received it and that you're working on it. So I was just curious about that.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate too. It had to do with the timing. You came in right before I went on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
I sent it out to the appropriate people. I went on vacation.
Okay.
When I came back, I was getting responses, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No
but
problem.
You will have something from me either today or tomorrow at the very latest.
Cool. And with that portal, the one-stop portal,
Yeah.
that's not going to be here. I wouldn't imagine that'd be over at the county administrator's office, right?
I think that's what they've envisioned and that's what they've temporarily set up. What we want to make sure of is that things like basic record requests
Yep.
don't start going through there, because we've been doing records requests here for just regular ICRs. You were in maybe the sheriff stopped you on the water last week and gave you a card and said, contact the records unit.
Yeah.
You can get a copy of your ICR.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard.
We're
Yeah.
hoping we don't have to change that all up, because we've got systems in place for that.
Yeah. It'd just take longer to send it through another step, I suppose.
That's
And
kind of what I'm thinking, but we gotta work out those details as a county. It takes a little while to coordinate all
well, what we're concerned with is because, so if we put in a data request with the county administrator for law enforcement data, is Sheriff Klang still the responsible authority for that? You're still the responsible authority.
Right.
So if they screw up one of your things, you're on the hook for it.
That solves that way.
Jeez, holy cow. Do you trust them? Hey, who's the new or the new county administrator?
Debbie Erickson?
Deborah Erickson is the new county administrator?
She is, yeah.
She's the current auditor, isn't she?
No, she's the current
administrative
county
services.
administrator.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking she was the auditor for some reason.
She was the auditor for a while.
Yeah.
And then they restructured and they made her the administrative services director, so she oversaw finance and facilities. And
Was that just
and
recently?
technology. No, that was a few years ago.
A few years ago.
And then she got the county administrator position. They've already advertised and interviewed for her replacement.
Yeah.
And they've selected somebody, so they're working through those transitions.
So what's his name?
Like working with Debbie, she's
What's his name? Hool's not here anymore?
they're overlapping for a short period of time.
Sure.
I think his last day, sheriff, is sometime in July. Tim Pool's last day, I believe, is sometime in like July, unless that's changed. Sheriff.
Do you know when Tim Hool's out of here?
The 12th.
The 12th of July?
Correct.
And then Deborah Erickson will take over that job? She's already taken over, so he's slowly getting his way. Okay, cool. I was just wondering how that works. So we would put in a data request with Deborah Erickson over in the county administrators.
They'll be through that portal, and then they'll have somebody that will filter it out to the appropriate authorities.
Oh, so there's an online portal?
That's what we're being told they're gonna try to do. I haven't seen it all yet. I'm
Sure.
still trying to work out the details behind it, but that
Sure.
is, my understanding is it is there. I've seen one or two things come out of
Yeah.
it, but I haven't been as involved in the initial setups.
Right. Hopefully there's still a way, at least if it's over there in the county old courthouse or the county administrator, hopefully you can still put them in person. I like to do the stuff the old way, you know what I mean? I'm still paying cash for some bills, you know what I mean? So with the receipt, so.
I'm not sure what they'll ultimately come up with, but I know they've already put together something.
Yeah.
We just want to get more informed in regards to where it is.
Sure.
We can,
He wanted an email response back on that data request that we received it.
that he was calling that out.
Yeah.
Yep, I already acknowledged that with him.
Yeah.
It came in at a really odd time.
Yeah, if you just,
Normally
yeah,
it does,
just
but
shoot me an email saying you received it and you're working on it. That's good enough. I'll
the next email you get from me is
oh,
gonna be.
okay, cool.
It's gonna be closing it out, letting you know what you can have in it.
And then I just asked the sheriff for this, the incident report and all supplemental reports attached to ICR number 240087448. So I just literally sent him, do you want the sheet?
I'm not supposed to take.
You're
them
not?
away
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
They're
Oh.
supposed to be going through that email address, so if you stop over at Debbie's attorney's office and find out what that address is they want people to use. I'm not as up to date on that
Oh,
as I want to be,
okay.
and I'd ask them if I could meet with them and find out
Oh,
more, but
okay.
if you wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah, we can go check out that. I'm sort of,
Get your receipt that you filed it.
oh yeah, yeah. Do I need to with this one that I just
No, I
handed?
took care of it.
You took care of that. Okay, cool, cool. All right, I'm gonna check out that new system because there should be, I think it's just that a lot of people are not on the same page as far as, okay, what's the policy? What's the procedure? How do you make a data request? You know, that's, we can pretty much roll with whatever it is as long as one person's not telling us one thing one day and then not expressing.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
ultimately, regardless of whatever we end up doing, our goal is to try to improve customer service.
Sure.
For everybody involved.
Sure, sure. Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
Yep, you guys,
See you later.
thank you guys. Yep,
You'll hear from me either late today or tomorrow.
Okay.
with information, and thank you for being patient.
yep,
Appreciate
yep.
it.
No problem. All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
Yep, thanks. Thanks, man. There you have it, folks. I titled this video Swatting Swatters because that was my main goal when I walked in there, is to swat the swatter. Chapter 13, to administrator of the agency. Sheriff Klang just said that he is still the responsible authority. And that chapter 13 stuff, that's administrative. You're right, Crazy Horse Lady. That is administrative. Any violations of that is simply a violation of the state statute. It's not actually a crime. It's kind of like when you get a speeding ticket, you know. So basically, we're writing these guys a speeding ticket, you know, when we file a civil complaint for an administrative violation. Yes, that was all it is. Yep. So that's just like a speeding ticket. The Chapter 13 violations are not actually crimes. They're administrative violations. Now, the false reporting, however, that we were talking about earlier, that's a 609 code. That there'd be a crime. 609, tort with the state. Yes, that's exactly it. What the heck, Lakes Area Rescue? Yes. You guys get it. You guys know the difference between a violation and a crime. Violation, I believe it's the 169 code, the traffic code. I mean, those are all violations. Unless somebody gets hurt or their property damaged, then it can turn into a crime. But those are mostly just violations in there. They're not actually crimes. Same with Chapter 13. Same with most of the statute, actually, except for the criminal code. And false reporting is in the criminal code. Again, it was 609. I believe it was .505 subdivision 1. False reporting. It's on the thumbnail for false securities being made. Yeah. Yes. And so somebody I know real well, I suspect somebody swatted him. And so that's what I'm doing here today, swatting in the swatters. Thanks for joining me, guys. 13 people in the chat. Appreciate it, everybody. Crazy Horse Lady, thanks. I saw Pinky in there. I saw Ralphie Boy. I seen Christopher Reel in there. And so and thank you for anybody else who tuned in and piped up in the chat. I appreciate that. That keeps me going. If I see some people in the chat that are not saying anything, I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Thinking it's a bunch of public officials watching. But thank you guys for tuning in today. I'm gonna keep this one short. I'm about 24 minutes, a little over in. Again, we are here at the Crow Wing County Sheriff's Office investigating an individual for suspected false reporting. 609.505 subdivision 1. Let's keep them accountable. That's right, Crazy Horse Lady. And most of the time, 95% of the time, I'm in here investigating the crimes committed by the public servants themselves. But this time, I was in there investigating a crime of somebody else who I suspect of swatting somebody I know very well. So that's what I'm doing here today is Swattin Swatters. Thanks for joining, guys. I'm out.